Hello, my Karma babies. How are you today? Well, I'm back in the kitchen today, and I'm trying a new and improved recipe for my 2-ingredient biscuit recipe. Yes, I am. How you guys been doing? You know, where I am, it's been raining, and I'm not, going to say anything bad about the rain because we need it in order for everything to grow. Well, let's get right to business because I want to make this a quick recipe. You guys already hopefully have seen my 2-ingredient biscuit recipe. If you haven't, I will leave the link below for you guys. I'm going to share with you, it's not my family recipe anymore. Yes, it is, because this is everyone's family recipe. Once you make it, it is now your family recipe, and I hope that you guys will be able to carry it on, show it, and incorporate it in your daily lives, guys. Well, let's get to it. Today, I'm going to be making 2-ingredient biscuit recipe, and I'm going to be doing it a little bit different. So we're going to try this out together for the first time, okay? I want to make cheddar and chive 2-ingredient biscuits. Yes, and I'm going to be trying a different flour today. I'm going to be trying a flour that's made specifically for baking, and this flour is called the light baking flour. So we're going to have to do things a little bit different. We'll see as we go along. It's all, it's all a learning experience. So this is a new bag of flour. I really like, when I'm making the biscuits, I like to make sure that, the flour is fresh. And that's because of the leavening agent that's in it, the baking powder. And you need that for it to rise. So I've not used this before, guys, so here we go. So we're going to start out with 2 cups of flour. And this is don't you like this? Isn't it cute? A 1/2 cup spoon. So we're gonna just do 2 cups in here. So this is 1 cup. And 2 cups. No. 1.5 cups. You guys better be paying attention because you know how grannies sometimes can give you the wrong recipe. So now that is 2 cups right there, guys. I know that is 2 cups, okay? So we'll put this to the side and come back to it and move this out of the way. We're also going to be using 2 cups of our heavy whipping cream. Now that's not changed. We need the heavy whipping cream, guys, in our recipe, okay? The kind I'm using today is Land O'Lakes heavy whipping cream. I'm also going to be using just regular great value cheddar, sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to be using these freeze-dried chives in there, and I want to try something a little bit different. We love smoked paprika, so I thought those taste a little smoky taste along with the cheese might be an interesting combination with the chives and the smoky taste and the biscuits. So my daughter found this awesome brand on Amazon, and it was only $9. Guys, go out there and get it off of Amazon because I tell you, smoked paprika can be very expensive. So we're going to put a little bit of that in there. So we have our 2 cups of flour here, and I can tell right off the bat that it is very different. It's very light. So I plan on approaching this from a little bit different, kind of an angle. I'm going to use my same recipe, but we're going to go about it a little bit different, okay? So we have that. So now we're just going to start mixing our heavy whipping cream just like we normally do, guys. Just mix it in. Oh, it's so light. So I'm just gonna kind of go by, I'm just gonna mix and, you know, I'm gonna go by the feel of things, you know, because I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I think it's gonna love the heavy whipping cream because it is a baking flour. So I think it's gonna come out really, really nice. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful already. Okay. Now, I think I may not need quite as much. Well, we're going to go ahead and put it all in there because we want to maintain our same recipe. Always soaking it in really nicely. And we always use so much extra flour, so I'm thinking it's going to be okay. Now, the other recipe, when I used the Martha White, you guys know that it did seem rather, ignore that, okay? Because I'm going to while I'm working with you guys on this recipe here. Okay, so you just keep mixing it up. And what I'm not going to do with this one, I believe, we're going to put that aside so that I can get, let's see, I'm going to use wax paper today, guys, instead of putting it on my countertop, because what I want to do is I want to make it easier on myself, clean up. I want to make cleanup easier. So I'm going to just spread out wax paper here. Okay, so we're going to put a little flour here on our wax paper so that we can roll out our dough. And I'm going to put a little, like I did before, a little on top of here because I need to be able to, you know, manage it with my hands, guys. So, and I'm gonna deviate just a little bit. Like I said, we're gonna see how this turns out. I'm excited about it. Okay, so we have, oh, I got flour everywhere, guys. But you know, who said cooking is a beautiful thing, no? Right? Okay, so let's put a little flour in my hand so I can get this off of here. This is really, really kind of wet, sort of, I guess you could say. And I think it's because of the flour. What are we going to do next? Okay, so I think I'm going to sprinkle in a few chives. Okay, just going to sprinkle a bunch of that in there. I'm not measuring. I'm just kind of going by what I think I'm going to have enough, right? Okay, we're going to sprinkle in some of this cheddar cheese. Let me get another spoon. How much I'm going to put in there. But we're going to get us some cheese in there. You know, everybody loves those Red Lobster cheddar cheese biscuits, right? So this is similar, I guess, if it comes out okay with the cheese. And I'm going to put a little bit of the, like I said, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of, let's wipe this off a little bit here. We're going to sprinkle some of this smoked paprika in there, guys. I would say I'm doing like a half a teaspoon or so, okay? And we're going to just sprinkle that in. And then we're going to go in with our hands by, you know, making it so that we can get in here and start a mixing, okay? Because we got to mix all these ingredients in. Now, like I said, this is really, really wet, guys. So I'm thinking, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I know I'm going to have to add more flour so that I can turn it out onto the cutting board here. Because it is really sticky. but it's a light flour. So that's what we can expect, right? It's a light flour. Okay, it's starting to come together even a little bit more now that I've added those other ingredients in. And let's mix it so it can go all the way in. And no better way to mix it than with your hands. Make sure your hands are clean. I don't have to tell you how to prepare food for your family though. So now we're gonna take it and I'm just gonna put it on here with the flour. Now in the last recipe, we got about a dozen. We got the dozen biscuits, right? This one, I'm not sure how many we're gonna get because everything is a little bit different here. But let's get rid of this. Sprinkle a little of this light flour on top of here so that I can manage it a little bit better, right? And I'm going to use my hands to roll it out today. No, actually, yeah, I'm going to use my hands to roll. Oh, now see, that's better. Just got to use more flour. So, as you can see, I'm just going to roll it by, I'm just going to do this by hand because this is really delicate. I can tell it's very delicate, okay? But we're going to see how it works out. It's for my family. I'm not doing it for a restaurant. So I'm not worried about that. Now, what I'm going to do though is, you know, usually I use my little coffee cup and I twist and turn. But today I'm just going to use a little biscuit cutter here because what I want to do is, and I'm putting flour on here guys so that, you know, it won't stick as much when I cut it out, okay? So I'm not going to twist and turn, I'm just going to go in with it because this is so delicate that I don't feel comfortable doing all my twists and turns. Now, a lot of people would always say when I'm making those other, you're not supposed to twist it because it won't rise, you know, but I think it's because, I think it worked only because I used such a heavy self-rising flour. This is a very light, so I'm not going to do a lot. As you notice, I didn't do all the kneading or anything. I just rolled it out. I don't feel that that's going to be unnecessary, but we're going to see. So I'm just going to cut into it. I'm going to use my trusted big boy skillet as usual, guys. And I'm going to put in, I buttered the pan all the way around as usual, okay? So that didn't change. But my, here's a biscuit. And we're just gonna, I don't know how many it's gonna make. We're gonna see. And I'm just putting them in the pan and I'll show it to you after I get them in here, okay? These are thinner. They feel thinner, but we'll see. So we're gonna continue. I'm not gonna twist it like I said. I'm just gonna go in. It's thinner. See how it's falling apart, guys? I don't know. We'll see. So they're like this is a pizza skillet. I'm gonna try cooking some on this also, just to see, you know, if it makes a difference. I like these better. They're stronger. They are stronger. So the flour is lighter, so you have to work with it in a different way. And after we, you know, take it out of the oven, then we're gonna see exactly what we need to do and what's different, right? This last one, we're just gonna roll it up like that. So now, guys, we are going to be putting them in the oven. I have a 400-degree oven going, and I'm gonna measure my time. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. I'm thinking maybe anywhere from 12, 15 minutes. You know, I have it on 400 degrees. We'll see how long it takes, but I'll let you know, okay? And since I have 2 skillets going here, I'm gonna have these at the top of my oven and then these in the middle. Okay, my Karma babies, I just took them out of the oven and look at these beautiful biscuits. Look at them. Aren't they amazing looking? And we're gonna do one extra thing, guys. I am going to put honey. We're gonna put some honey on top of them. Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. We're gonna put a little honey on top of all of them. Everything tastes better with honey on it, right? So we're gonna put that to the side. Let me show you how it looks now that I put the honey on it. Oh guys, I am so excited about trying these. Now, as you can see how they turned out, some of them are larger. Remember the big one that we put in the center there? Remember that one? But the other ones look good. This one is wider, this one is thinner, this one is a little bit thicker. Now I do have the other ones in the oven, so let me go take a quick look at those and then we'll come back and take a bite of these. Guys, I just went and took those out. Look at these. Look at these. These are a little bit thicker. Oops, oops, oops. This is hot. I just took it out of the oven. So I'm gonna put that there. We're gonna put honey on that one too. I'm gonna heat up the honey this time. Using regular honey, guys, 100% raw honey. And I'm just gonna warm it up a little bit this time. It makes a bit of a difference when you heat up the honey. Oh, look at that, yes. I'm liking this, okay? So I prefer to heat up my honey, okay? You know, being in the kitchen is all about experimenting. It's all about experimenting, learning new ways, learning new things. Yes, it is. So now let's see how this came out, right guys? I much prefer heating up the honey. And these came out perfect. They rose just as well as if they had the outer cover on them. They did just as well. So now we're just gonna take them and I'm gonna put the flatter ones. Look at that, that's cute. That one I did thin, but it looks good. We're just gonna put them all out here. And the more the merrier, right? These came out really nicely, and then we're gonna cut into one. Yes, oops. Well, you guys know I drop, right? I drop. So they came out beautiful on the other side too. On both sides, they came out really nicely. Kind of rose good for us. So we know the different sizes and how we want to make them in the future. Man, it's hot. It is hot, so let's cut it open here. Oh, it's very crumbly, guys. Very crumbly. Beautiful on the inside. Maybe I need to let them cool down a little bit. Oh yeah, I need to let them cool down a little bit, but I'm too big of a hurry. Let yours cool down, okay? And this is how it's looking on the inside. All the cheese and the chives. Mmm. Smells great. Really does. And I'm putting some butter in here. I've let it sit out to room temperature. Yeah, if you let it cool down, they won't fall apart as much. Look how that looks. cheese. Isn't that beautiful? The chives, the honey on top. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna call these biscuits. I think I'm gonna call them my $1 million biscuits. And the reason I'm gonna call them my $1 million biscuits is because they're formulated on the old recipe, the 2-ingredient biscuit recipe. And if over 1 million people have viewed that recipe, so this is my $1 million biscuit recipe. Let's give this a taste and see what we think about it, right? Okay, I have my coffee. I have a different coffee cup this time. My granddaughter got this cup for me. Look at that, isn't it cute? It says Grandma. So I drink my coffee out of here every day, guys, every day. So let's try this biscuit and see how it comes out. Guys, oh my goodness. It's light. Oh, it's delicious, guys. You know, if I don't like a recipe, I will tell you. I can taste the little hint of smoked paprika in here. I can taste the cheese, the chives, the butter on top, the honey on top. Oh my goodness. These are delicious. They're flaky. I'm gonna eat this whole. Oh my goodness. I don't need anything else with this. Instead of a bagel, this is perfect for in the morning. Perfect. Guys, I really want you to try these. Give it a try at home. You know, you get tired of the traditional biscuit recipe, spruce it up a little bit. Spruce it up and try something different. If Red Lobster can do it, so can you. Well, guys, always remember, how others treat you is their karma. But how you respond, my babies, is your karma. Man, I'm telling you, this is really good, guys. I promise you, you'll like it, you'll enjoy it, and you will make these again and again and again. Well, anyway, guys, I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.